What's going on? You're listening to the Waffletop podcast. My name is Paulo, the biggest talker. I've got original Yardie star here. Yeah.
Wow, that man's doing already, bruv. Anywho, yeah, Donny Darko in the building. Come on.
And our guest today, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah,
oh my guy.
I'm Stephen.
Say it with your chest, big man. Say it with your chest, black.
Stephen, innit?
Say nothing. Say nothing. Yeah, say nothing. Man,
but yeah, new episode of the podcast. Like I said, make sure you're following, like, share, subscribe. Our link to the Instagram bar has got all of it. If you click on our profile, it will bring you up where there's a direct link to YouTube, Soundcloud and Spotify under one link now. So easier to listen to us, and it brings you straight to the follow and subscribe button as well.
So you have no excuses, man. No excuses. Come on, man.
But yeah, it's been a mad week. Do you know what? Yeah, we've had a lot that I wanted to bring up and talk about. And even when we was getting here today, there was more shit going on. But there's too much. But I gotta bring up this 6 p.m. curfew. It's gotta be talked about. Like, I'm gonna give you my take on it. Yeah, so it's wild. Like, and I know somebody the person who suggested it apparently was saying it out of a place of sarcasm. But I don't care if it was a man or woman. This is someone from the Green Party that said it. Like, I mean, the Green Party. I don't know, bro. I can't really take anything them man say seriously. I'll be real with you.
No, you can't. But 6 p.m. curfew, that's not gonna run.
So I didn't know it was said in like this whole kind of like joke thing.
But some people took it on a serious level.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, like I thought it was a serious kind of suggestion, and I was like, this is BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna work. It's impossible. But if it's a joke thing, then okay, cool, innit?
But yeah, this is the thing. The logistics of a 6 p.m. curfew, yeah? Like, there's a couple people that were talking about this, Dan and Looms on audio an app called Stereo, which we will be on soon as well, doing our little talks and that. But more information to follow on that. And they were saying, like, who's going to go and provide all the balloons to the parties for girls? You know the balloons? You know the balloon parties with the... Yeah. No, but it's true though. There's no dealer there to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real with you.
I mean,
but the thing that I said, like, on a serious note, jokes aside, if you've done a 6 p.m. curfew, the only people you're gonna get out after 6 p.m. are creeps. Yeah. So who's gonna protect these women from them creeps? Like, personally, I can see the point of view of women saying they don't know what male is a rapist and who isn't and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, that is the same. It is generalising, but I don't take offence to it because I do see the point that they're coming from.
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of not feeling safe and blah, blah, blah. Not feeling safe and all these other things as well that take to it. Because when people talk about sexual assault, obviously it doesn't necessarily have to be like somebody beating the girl out of force or with not consent. It can be something like slapping the arse.
It's true.
Or touching them inappropriately. Like there's so many levels to sexual assault in it. So you got to be careful when you talk about this sort of thing. But don't come with a 6 p.m. curfew.
The 6 p.m.
But the thing is, I was like, so you do a 6 p.m. curfew, everyone's indoors at 6 p.m. All guys are indoors at 6 p.m. My issue is that a lot of domestic violence cases happen at home anyway. So that doesn't deter
That's anything. A very good point.
Nothing comes from that. Like, it doesn't make sense, innit? So it's like, obviously, even during COVID, I think they said domestic cases obviously were on an increase in it. So my thing is like, you're telling men to be home by 6. It's like, okay, they're just going to be more active before 6 o'clock. Like, what changes? Do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's stupid, but
it's stupid when you think about it. Like, at the end of the day, realistically, there is not even a possibility that something like that could get passed. There is actually no way possible.
It's going to be hard.
Even if you look at it from a joke thing, bruv, let's break down the logistics of it.
But everyone works.
So, but this is what I'm saying. So not everyone works a 9-to-5 job.
Cool. Exactly. Yeah.
And when I talk about this, I haven't got my back up against the wall because I support everything going on right now. But let's talk. Let's bring like reasonable things forward to help women. Don't just say shit because you're angry. Do you get what I mean? Like, people are just bringing stuff up out of a place of anger that make no sense. That doesn't help the situation. 6 p.m. curfew does not help the situation. It's not realistic. And to be honest with you, it's not really in the grand scheme of things of everything going on. it's not really something that you can really suggest from a sensible place, because you look at the logistics of things, and like you say, not everyone works a 9-to-5 job. So, you know, what if people are working nights? There's people that work on the train rails.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
And then you've got the families at home that say, if you live in a house and you live with, say, your mum, and your mum is unable to go to the shop for something, you not provide for her and go to the shop because you're on a curfew. So when people say these things, and it's easy to run along with something, this is why people need to be careful. It's not realistic. And the mad thing is, the reason I want to talk about it is because this 6 p.m. curfew, although it's not serious, has taken over the internet. Yeah. So for something like, do you get what I'm saying? So for something that that is a joke, it's taken the limelight off of the actual fact of what we actually need to do to help women.
Yeah, agreed.
Do you get what I mean? So just people come up with sensible ideas and stop like just tweeting from your fucking bedrooms and just talking shit. It annoys me, man.
Nah, it's
but I don't know. What do you think, Donny?
I don't know. It's a bit mad for everyone, though, innit? Like 6 p.m. can't run. It's impossible. Regardless what you say, like it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. Like I said, work-wise, like what you said about the violence come from in the house, whatever. It's gonna be. It's impossible to do a 6 p.m. thing, regardless. So
what do you think can be done?
Can be done,
or should be done? If anything, innit? I'm just.
I don't know, mate. That's.
It's a very good question. What can be done? Well, for a start, I think the main point we're forgetting is like a Fed done this.
Yeah.
So like that's not being given enough coverage, regardless of if it's a male Fed. A police officer done this, so he's come from a place of he's supposed to be the beck and call for someone to turn around if they need help. So does there need to be more done in the police force? 100%. Like I think they've had a lot this year, and I'm not painting all police officers with the same brushes because that's not the case. In fact, I actually think I heard after he got arrested, but he got tumped up in the police cells, allegedly by police officers.
Apparently they found him unconscious or something. Face down,
and allegedly police officers because they were angry with him. Because what this does is when you get a few cops who do this, you get a few racist cops, or you get a few cops who assault people. There are good police officers that do work every day. Not every one of them. They're not all monsters. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the problem is they're tarnished with the same brush because of the way that people have had experiences with negative police officers. So when they come up to someone who actually, and you see it online, and there's people that actually talk normally to someone if they're stopping them for something, or they've questioned them, and there's a way that you talk to people. They don't have that chance to get their message across, because already people are gonna naturally have their backs up and say, no, like I've had bad experiences with your lot. Why is this going to be any different? You know what I'm saying?
Have you not seen the fact? So off this, they're saying plainclothes police officers.
Yeah, that is a whole madness as well.
But then it's mad. Like, to be honest with you, plainclothes police officers is fine, yeah. But really and truly, how much difference is that going to make? Because
that's what I'm saying.
I always thought they were undercover plainclothes police officers anyway. So are you telling me that they weren't about before?
But that's what I feel like. It goes back to your point, Paulo, of the fact is like a police officer did this. So whether they be plainclothes in uniform or not, it's the fact that this happened by a police officer. So I'm like, it doesn't prevent anything. It doesn't stop anything. It doesn't enforce anything. It's just plainclothes police officers.
Exactly.
And move your mic down a little bit.
Yeah,
just pull it down. Pull it. Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah. And then they said about these plainclothes police officers will be out social in the clubs. So women were more protected. How is that possible?
And then what does that entail? How do you prove that you're a plainclothes police officer? What you're gonna pull out your badge every opportunity?
But I'll be real with you. I'll tell you a mad story very quickly, regarding plainclothes police officers. Yeah, bruv, there was a prayer that used to come. Like I used to work in a nightclub. Yeah, like back in the day, like at a bar, part time, whatever. There was a guy that used to turn up to this nightclub. Yeah, and he used to come in, but man, he'd have his badge on him, innit? So obviously bouncers would let him in, blah, blah, blah. But he'd come in and just get waved. So my thing is, there will be some, not all, some that from experience I've seen myself from working and seeing what he was on. And he started trying to move to Bear Girls. Yeah. And then but he kept bringing his badge out.
Right.
What, showing the girls? Or
I'm a police officer, blah, blah, blah.
I'm saying, that's not
so my point is, what you're going to get from this plainclothes is you're going to see who the creeps are, the police officers. And to be honest, if you instant dismissal, because I don't know if you lot know, but the brer who's in custody now for the murder of that Sarah, I think what's her second name? Sarah Everett. Yeah. I don't want to get it wrong or anything, but he's still getting paid till his trial date.
That's mad. That's so mad. That's just ridiculous.
For fuck's sake.
Can we? Yeah. So like,
I don't know,
where people want to talk about how we got our backs up against the wall about let's kind of put the 6 p.m. curfew aside a little bit and realise, bruv, the Fed is still getting paid, bruv. He's not got no bail. He's in pen till the date, I think.
But getting full pay.
But he's getting full pay.
How is that possible, bruv? That don't make no sense.
I feel like priorities are just wrong. Like, people like.
I get the thing of innocent until proven guilty. Technically, they haven't proven he's guilty, but for what they've arrested him on and giving him no bail, surely it's a case of just sentencing him. Now they must have enough evidence.
But that's what I'm saying. Because has the full story actually come out? Do we actually know the ins and outs of?
All we know is he got found. Her body got found in Kent, in a construction bag, I think. Again, I don't want to get this wrong. But her body got found in Kent. I heard it was in a construction bag, but I read that on a random news thing, so I don't even know if that's true. But I know her body got found in Kent, and she was killed in Clapham.
So something like that.
I'm saying, I don't know, man. I don't know, fam.
But like I said, to give the man no bail, they must have DNA.
Yeah,
and all these sorts
that's what
of
I'm saying. Because the lengths that they've gone now at this point, it's like he is guilty, obviously, just without the sentence. I'm just like, well, if that be the case, then why so long for the trial, and then why is he getting full pay for what? Do you know what I mean?
Basically, like people need to get their priorities straight and realize kind of things. I think anyway, like the 6 p.m. curfew, understandably, men are getting annoyed about it because it's stupid. It is stupid, and that's without explaining everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
The 6 p.m. curfew will never work. It will never work. I don't care what anyone says. It will never work. It's pointless. It won't solve anything. Whatever you think it's going to solve will not solve. And to be quite honest with you, this country is not adapt or inadequate to listen or not able to listen to like rules, because, brother, if you look at the curfews that have been in place for the last year, bruv, there's been warehouse parties going on of girls and boys turning up. So, like, do you think that they're gonna have enough police to police the streets to look after women, and then also police making sure all men are inside? Half the fucking population. It's dumb.
It's not gonna happen.
It's dumb.
It won't happen.
Just think of the logistics of it. I don't know, bruv. Like, it's been mad. Like this week, that has taken over the headlines in a time where I feel like not enough people have given respect to the girl's family. They've like, rightly so. We're sitting here and talking about it now, but I'm breaking down the angle of it, of like, bruv, what, like, how is this been become the main thing out of this whole thing? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mad. And then you can go on to many things, bruv, like talking about the shit that actually matters, like the way that the police dealt with the vigil. Like,
what I found funny. I was just like, they're protesting against, like, I guess, violence or just the safety of women. Then you got police officers manhandling them at the same protest, and I'm like, bro, like, it don't add up in it. I'm just like,
all on camera, bruv.
All this excessive force isn't necessary, like, regardless of what they're protesting for.
Like,
it don't make sense.
It's dumb.
It's all on camera, fam.
So dumb, bruv. Like, like you say, when you think about it, mad.
It's dumb.
I don't know.
Irony.
What do you think, Donny?
Is what it is, fam.
Bruv, like, all right, for example, like, if you look at it from another angle, where the area that you've grown up in, and the area that I've grown up in, if you look at your experiences of growing up, wherever you grew up mainly, bruv, really and truly, in terms of violence, regardless of girl or boy, the questions that we need to be asking is what more does the government and police do to protect women and obviously people? Because personally, the only experiences I can draw from is, bruv, you go out in your area, and how many, if you, like, say for example, like, realistically, unless it's an emergency, how many times do you see police officers constantly driving around? It's not very, personally, but for me, not very often. The only time I see them is if it's a blue light emergency. But you don't see them walking around anymore, bruv.
Not my bits, not as much.
Sure?
No, wait. To be fair, I feel like now.
Yeah, but yours is just blue light.
Permanent, isn't it?
Anyway, as I was get back to my point. Anyway, no,
I rang you yesterday,
bruv.
It
was ambulance van, bruv. Ambulance,
siren.
Bro. It was ambulance, bro. Anyway, let's not get into that.
I didn't even say nothing,
bruv. Can I say what I'm saying? Anyway, hear me off now. No, I feel like my area now. I'm not disclosing my area. Don't watch that. I feel like growing up now. I feel like now the generation is weird for everybody, and the policing now, they're just out and about. They're always out and about, regardless of what the case is.
Is that because of the reputation?
I just feel like
no, not anymore.
No, but
before.
Before. My ends are fine. Don't get it twisted,
before,
bro. I'm telling you from now. Listen, you lot gonna piss me off, you know.
Stay your area.
Brixton, fuck it, yeah. Brixton, yeah. Hold on. Let me start. Because you might get me mad. Hold on, let me fix this mic, bro. Because you lot are pissing me off. Everyone's saying to you, back in the day, Brixton was not how it was, how it is now. Yeah. Now it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, there was so much things happening in Brixton. Brixton was a loving place, innit? Don't get it twisted. Obviously, we had beef.
Would you say it's worse now than it was before?
No, but now Brixton. I think Brixton.
Now it's calm. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, it's calm now.
Before.
No.
It's not calm now.
I think Brixton now. The way people are now, yeah, it's a bit tapped, bro. These gangs and shit is tapped.
There's gangs.
But back then,
not just in Brixton. These gangs have always been around.
Yeah, but I'm saying back then it wasn't as. I think back then it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad how it is now.
So just to go back, so then you're confirming that he heard sirens when he called you yesterday then?
No, it was an ambulance van.
But they're sirens.
It's an ambulance van.
Okay.
But anyway,
bro,
anyway, as I was saying, you lot, fuck it. I can't stand you lot, you know. But anyway, no, Brixton back then, you get me? Obviously, you'd be scared of like certain boys robbing you from your pocket money or whatever, but then, that was then, innit?
Yeah.
But now, bro, man are beating up people for what? For jackets and for little shit like that. What the fuck, bruv? Like, it's mad. And I'm not just those in my ends only. Everywhere. Like, bro, there's no need for it. No need for it whatsoever. So I just feel like, bro, like now the police, there is police, but I don't think it's enough. That's just my opinion.
What police are you saying? So you're saying police isn't enough to combat any form of assault or violence on road?
Bruv, they're not doing
towards
nothing.
women and in general.
They're not doing nothing, bruv. They're not doing nothing.
Fair enough.
That's just my opinion.
What's your experiences of it?
They're not doing nothing. No way.
Like, do you feel like the police, wherever you've grown up, and not necessarily towards yourself, but in terms of the security of the area that you've grown up in, have the police ever done enough to do that?
No.
Because now they're talking about more officers on the streets.
I feel like when I look back at it, like growing up in Southeast London, I feel like we didn't really have police presence, and then when we did have police presence, it was almost like too late. It's at the point of like maybe fatality, or do you know what I mean? Like, but prior to, in terms of reducing risk or crime or safety or ensuring safety, they were never there. Never. Like, what, they pop into your school and that's it, and then they cut and that's it. Like, you never see them. There's no presence at all. That's mad when you
look at it like that, because
it's not
like
enough, man. It's bad. It's sad.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, like, and people that go to my high school confirm this shit. I swear down. They built, or they didn't build it, it was always there. A community, like, so you know, community police officers. Yeah. They had a police house next to my school. Bruv, the amount of fights that used to go on outside my school. Do you think you ever saw a police officer? There was a yard. Police. They had police houses. Do you know, like them little stations, but they're like houses, and they have a couple of people stationed there. And what they do is they patrol that school area. Bruv, I never saw them. You never saw them. Like, people used to have fights outside the school and you just never saw them. The presence wasn't there. The only time, like you say, these things got stopped is when you had like bare teachers running out the school to stop it. But the police, like, it was pointless putting community police there because people don't respect them on the same level as well, obviously, as normal police officers as it is. They don't have powers to stop people. They don't have powers to detain people. So it's pretty pointless that putting them in a situation where there's violence, because they can't do anything. Then you spend 5 minutes radioing to an actual police officer to come. Bruv, by that point, bro's been on the floor, been knocked out, or however bad it is, you know what I mean? That was my issue growing up where I live.
Bro, I see more ticket inspectors than police, bro. Yeah, growing up in general, it's just go on a train, it's like ticket inspectors.
I spoke to somebody like not too long ago, from like where I live, who grew up couple years older than me, who grew up on the estate like near my house, and like they were saying, like, obviously, like the way kids are now to how when he was younger is mad. So like this happened like 2-3 years ago, but on my road, or not on my road, but near where I live, there was a gang incident. So 2 kids, one was 13, 13.
Jesus.
And the other guy was like 14, 15. And I think what happened was the 13-year-old was on the back of the moped and he had a shotgun. And he went to shoot. I think he missed the Brer, but he went to shoot a guy that was walking up this road. And I heard about this, bruv. The guy was 13 who had the shotgun. Bruv, what 13-year-old is holding a shotgun?
Bro,
where you get that from?
Without their shoulders going back like this. Bruv, they were flying off that bike.
Man would have shot and flew off.
Yeah, bruv, you got to hold it proper. You can't, bruv, shotgun, you know.
But where did you get that from?
Where you get that from, bro?
But this is what I'm saying to you. Like, guns are not, like I say, we're going off topic a bit, but guns are not accessible as they are in the US, but they are as accessible. You just have to know where to get them from.
Yeah,
like, it's not a thing of they're not accessible, innit? Like, you have to know where to get them from. That's it. That's the only difference. The only difference between here in America is in America, you can go into a store like you go into Asda to buy a fucking gun. That's the only difference. You can't buy them in a store. But other than that, if you make the right phone calls and you make a phone call to this person, you can pretty much get hold of anything. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's the problem, yeah? Only when you say when it's only too late, going back to your point, the police only get involved when it's too late. And that's a problem that I think you're going to have, especially linked to this with the females and the protection, is how many people are going to get, like, how many people will be assaulted or raped or even harassed, not even just being assaulted, but harassed, because that's another thing people forget about as well.
Yeah.
And then in that time, how are they then able to call police officers in the time where they have a guy standing in front of them? Bruv, they don't have enough police to run carnival every year, bruv. What makes you think they're going to run... No, real talk. Like,
that's true.
They have to pull police from all over the country to manage carnival. So what makes you think that they've got enough police officers to tackle women's violence towards women on the streets? Let's be realistic. Enough people are throwing ideas out online. Instagram influencers and all these sorts of people that have no fucking idea. Probably got paid to say it. I'll be real with you. Like, there's no context to what they say. But realistically, when you don't come from a place of wealth and you've lived there and been down there, you'll understand, these people that have faith in the police have not lived in a rough area.
100%. 100%.
No, that's right. I feel like that's facts, because I feel like obviously police and community relationships has always been a thing that's caused how much problems in society anyway. Obviously the people that you're describing, obviously they haven't had that experience in it, so it's so funny now, because it's like now they're understanding what those kind of people that haven't had that good life has kind of experienced, and now they're kind of seeing it in front of their face, in it, and it's just that they're kind of taken aback. Everyone's like, oh yeah, shocking, whereas people like myself, probably like you guys as well, you're like, oh yeah, standard, like we don't expect a protection from them.
Like, and as much as we can't understand the side of it, we have to try, but we'll never understand the side of it where women are harassed every day. We'll never experience that as men, innit?
Yeah, 100.
But what I can relate it to is I hear what they're saying about the fear factor, because if you man went to Trocadero when you was younger, listen, that place was wild. Yeah. There were people from all areas there, and if you looked a certain way or they liked the look of something you had, let me grab that. And you couldn't do nothing.
But again, though, even with now you stay in Trocadero, I feel like everyone linked in Trocadero, and there weren't really not much bad vibes as much. You might get a couple guys from that ends, but it wasn't as bad. Like, it was sociable, cool. There was no madness. But now there's not really that much going on anymore. So it's just like, I don't know. It was cool. If I was cool in Trocadero, it was blessed. I think it was calm in Choc. It was calm.
But but you saw a couple things and you heard a couple things.
Yeah, you see like, bro, like, swear down.
And
shit.
It's like, and like it would always happen when you're never there. But
I don't mind that.
When you went there, you had a mad day on the arcades. But when you wasn't there, someone got stabbed. You're like, what?
Swear down.
Like, I'll be real with you personally. I've seen. Do you know what? There was only one time where I seen something happen. We was in like year 9 or 10, and I think we used to go there. We went to Central London for a school trip, and then because we're in like year 10, year 11, the teachers just said, like, after the school trip, like, make your own way home. But we're in year 10, we was like, I'm going Trocadero, like, fuck this. Like, so we went Trocadero. But when you're in a big group, and then we seen I seen a couple, man, that looked very much about life from another area. I don't know where they were from.
Donny's West.
Nah, not Donny's area. Do you know what? I will have to say they actually weren't from South. They were from East.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't really tell us. They just said, we're from this area of London. And where are you lot from? We don't like people from Northwest. And we was like, do you know what? I've just come here to play arcade game. I'm not going to lie, bro.
But you thought you should have gone home now, innit?
When I was younger, yeah, let's have it right. I never, ever, ever claimed that I was about doing this, doing that. And I'm not ashamed of that. So you know what? To a point as well, I think the way I am nowadays is because of the way I was probably treated in school by some people, because I was more quiet in school and I didn't really engage with people like that. To an extent, certain time, early years of high school, there were people that probably tried to treat me like I was a victim because I would never fight and argue back. When I left school, I sat there and thought, do you know what? I can't really... That's probably why my mouth runs the way it does now. Because I'm not scared of people anymore. Like, the physical dominance of somebody doesn't scare me. Like, you're stronger than me, but, bruv, is that it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, but like, it sounds a bit crazy, but like, other than strength, how else can you scare me? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you've got strength. All right, cool. I'm also a grown man. So, like, it's not... But, like, how do you scare me? Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear
but
that.
Obviously, women don't have that same thing. Like, them, so, and I accept some women are probably not as confident as me. You'll get some women who are on smoke, boxing, professional boxers, MMA fighters, but not every woman is a fully trained in combat and arms and all this stuff. So, what can the police do? I think that's the question that we need to be asking everyone watching this video today. What do the police do? What can they do more? Will increased presence help? I don't know. Do you man think no? Is it going to make a difference?
I mean, if they, I feel, I don't know. I feel if there's more police present, I don't think so.
Nope.
No, man.
What do you think, Stephen? No,
I don't think so.
It's not going to do.
It's impossible. It's not going to happen.
Because I think it goes back to the point of like police presence don't do nothing when she was murdered by a police officer allegedly. Because obviously,
allegedly,
but do you know what I'm saying? But what it looks like is that it's a police officer. So it's just like, well, you know, don't make no difference.
Plainclothes police officers will patrol the clubs. Okay, cool. We'll see, innit? Some bullshit, bro.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And Waffletop Podcast. Waffletop PC for Instagram. Waffletop Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube. The link is in our bio to all three now. So if you click that, you can listen to any episode that we've got uploaded, including this new one as well. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stephen, thank you for jumping on.
No worries.
Love for that.
Pressure.
But yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I don't know if you want to shout your socials out.
Boy, sugar. What's my socials? I'm on the spot. Steve Style, so STESTYLES 91 on IG.
Cheers.
And yeah, that's it. That's
it. It's just IG.
Don't eat me everywhere.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Like, this whole thing's supposed to create conversation, innit? So like, engage with us. Like, obviously, criticisms of if anything you didn't agree with. Like, I'll be real with you. It wouldn't be the first and last time someone doesn't agree with me. So I'm sure it's the same for everyone here. But I think this conversation was quite mature for me. So I don't think you can
I'm quite surprised.
disagree with too much.
Yeah, 100%.
But come lockdown over, there'll be a couple of silly ones here. Don't worry about that. But I don't think, with everything that's gone on, all jokes aside, you need to highlight this sort of stuff. We can talk about and laugh about a lot of things, and we do. But with this sort of thing as well, I think it's important to talk about. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Peace.